come on in a little closer and join us. Thank you so much for coming out today on this gorgeous, gorgeous Sioux Falls day and sharing your time with us for this much anticipated announcement. My name is Susie Simcoe, and I am a Sioux Falls native and a new business owner. And I'm here today to help introduce my longtime friend and local civic leader, Joe Batcheller, who has a very exciting announcement to share with all of you. Joe cares deeply about Sioux Falls. And he doesn't just care deeply, he knows Sioux Falls. With a long family legacy here, Joe was born and raised and has spent most of his life in our great city. He graduated from Roosevelt High School, had earned his degree in business administration from the University of Sioux Falls, where he met his wife, Shauna. After pursuing further education in California and gaining experience improving cities in Colorado, Joe and Shauna returned home to build a life here with their two boys, Winston and Harrison. Joe is raising a family here, investing in our community, and planning for a future of our amazing city that we can all be proud to call home. There's a theme you'll hear today. Joe knows. Joe knows urban planning. He earned a master's degree in urban and regional planning, where he was honored with an award for excellence in urban planning. He has put those skills to work throughout his entire career. First in Colorado, planning for cities like Vail and Aurora, before bringing his expertise back home. Joe knows downtown. For nearly a decade, Joe led Downtown Sioux Falls, and you can see and feel his impact throughout downtown. Under his leadership, the heart of our bustling city thrived. DTSF doubled its revenue, doubled downtown foot traffic, launched the Ambassador Program, hosted award-winning events, and generated record-breaking economic impact year after year. When the pandemic threatened many businesses, Joe led the charge with the COVID Relief Grant Program, helping to sustain 70 businesses downtown. Joe knows smart growth. He understands how rapidly Sioux Falls is growing and that growth must be guided with collaboration, innovation, strategy, and vision. A vision that includes better, more efficient transit, safer streets, cleaner water, and a better quality of life for all residents, not just for today, but for generations to come. Joe knows community. Joe knows neighborhoods need a voice. Joe knows families need help with housing affordability and expanded childcare options. Above all, he's deeply passionate about Sioux Falls and its people. So when we say Joe knows, it's not just a slogan, it's a reality. Joe knows how to plan. Joe knows how to lead. Joe knows Sioux Falls. Please welcome Allison Weiland, who has a few more words to share. Thank you.
Hi, good morning, everyone. What a gorgeous day. Thanks for coming out. My name is Allison Weiland, and I'm the Executive Director at the Sioux Falls State Theater, and I've had the privilege to work alongside Joe Batcheller for many years. When I first began work on the restoration of the historic theater, Joe was serving on our board. From the start, he was one of our strongest advocates, not only realizing the importance of preserving a historical landmark, but also envisioning what it could mean for the future of our city. Together, we worked hard to make the theater's reopening a reality, and Joe's voice was instrumental in shaping that vision. What has always stood out to me about Joe is his ability to see possibility where others see obstacles. He approaches challenges with calm resourcefulness, grounded in both a deep understanding of our community and the systems that shape it. Joe knows Sioux Falls, not just downtown, where his leadership at Downtown Sioux Falls helped spark one of the greatest periods of growth in the heart of our city, but Joe knows the entire community. He knows that Sioux Falls' success doesn't happen by chance. It takes people who know how to navigate the process, who collaborate with leaders and neighbors alike, and who lift up others along the way. Joe is an advocate, a community builder, a nonprofit leader, and a placemaker. But more than that, he is someone who believes deeply in the potential of Sioux Falls and the people who call it home. It is my honor to introduce a man who has dedicated his career to building a stronger, more connected, and more vibrant community. Please join me in welcoming the next mayor of Sioux Falls, Joe Batcheller.
Woo! Welcome. We're standing at a place that is near and dear to me. The old site of Zip Feed. This is where my dad and my grandpa before him built a company that supported farmers and grew our local economy. Now we have Sharapa Place, a symbol of change and progress for Sioux Falls. But getting here wasn't easy, and I'm not talking about the directions to the parking ramp. That mill was built like a fortress. When it no longer fit in with downtown, the big boom went bust. We are certainly living in a boom town now, though. Change seems to happen in the blink of an eye. And I know some people wish that Sioux Falls would never change, but that's not how cities work. Bill Shakespeare asked, "What is the city but the people?" That's about the only line of his that I understood. It's not the tallest building or the busiest streets, but the people who breathe life into the city. The people make community. People create the art, the food, the music, the businesses that make a city truly unique. When I picture Sioux Falls' future, I see a place where no dream is too big, where impossible isn't in our vocabulary, and where opportunity is abundant for everyone. Yes, we have a great quality of life, but many are struggling with the cost of housing, childcare, food, transportation. We're growing fast, but that growth, it comes at a cost. But there is a better way. We can develop and grow a smarter city, one with more housing, with shorter commute times. We can grow our property tax base without massive tax hikes, too. I believe everyone in Sioux Falls deserves to live in a great neighborhood and in a safe and affordable city. We can reach our potential as a city, but it takes leadership. Leadership that builds strong teams. Leadership that creates smart budgets. Leadership that breaks down silos, that collaborates, and implements sound policy. Folks, I have a deep passion for cities, and none more so than Sioux Falls. I've traveled overseas, and I've been to hundreds of cities. I've seen what works, and I've seen what doesn't work. And my travels inspired me to become an urban planner. And yeah, I've lived elsewhere, but I chose to come home because I know how Sioux Falls is so special. With my return, I had the honor of leading Downtown Sioux Falls through one of its most successful periods since World War II. Now I want to bring that same energy, that same opportunity to the whole city. That's why today I am announcing that I'm running for mayor of Sioux Falls. Thank you. So what sets me apart? Every candidate is going to proclaim their love for Sioux Falls just as I have. Sioux Falls needs more than just love, though. Sioux Falls needs a mayor who knows just how special this place is. You know, when I graduated high school in 1992, Money Magazine had named Sioux Falls as the best city in America to live. That was 33 years ago. It's hard to believe. Thanks to steady leadership, Sioux Falls is still the best place to call home. A big reason why is that Sioux Falls has risen above party politics. And prior to today, this was a two-party race with seasoned candidates. Well, I bring something different. I bring a fresh perspective, an independent voice focused on getting things done, using common sense and doing what's right for the people of Sioux Falls. Like our last two mayors, I'm a newcomer to politics. I have experience in the nonprofit sector, experience in the public sector, and experience in the private sector. And it's from this experience that I know what works. I've proven it leading downtown Sioux Falls. I know collaboration. I know housing. I know smart growth. I know cities. And I know Sioux Falls. My name is Joe Batcheller, and Sioux Falls, I am ready to be your next mayor.